Hey guys, and welcome to Aussie Reviews. Today I'm going to talk about the ultimate upgrades for your Ruger American Rimfire Rifle. Now this rifle here is the original one that I reviewed all those years ago. I bought it when we were on parity with the US dollar, so it only cost me about $390, but it's just been an awesome little rifle. Heap of fun, you know, with obviously people who have just got their license. You know, I've let them borrow my rifle, like friends, and they've gone out shooting and just having a heap of fun with it. You know, I've also used it myself to take numerous rabbits and hares and just general fun around the farm. So I thought, why not do a video on the different upgrades that I think really turns this rifle into something even a lot better than what it is as standard. Now keep in mind, you know, if you just want something cheap, a knockabout rifle, you don't have to upgrade your Ruger American Rimfire at all. But this video is just to show you what I've actually you know, done to this rifle to make it, in my view, the best Ruger American Rimfire that you can get. Okay, so let's have a look at it first of all. I'll run through, let's have a talk about the optics, the rings I got there, and we'll move on to the other parts. Now the Talley lightweight 1-inch medium rings is what I've got on this rifle. So they're about $110 here in Australia. Okay, obviously it's going to be a lot cheaper overseas, you know, in the US. Really nice lightweight rings. I find the Talley rings in this configuration fantastic. I've had them on my Anschutz rifles over the years, and they are very, very lightweight, but very, very tough. So it will save that little bit of weight on your rifle. So if you're looking for a good set of rings, the Talley 1-inch medium rings, you know, fit perfectly, obviously, with a 1-inch tube optic. Now, the optic I got here is the Leupold VX-Freedom rimfire. Now, it's a 3-to-9x40 optic, and it's got the MOA reticle. So basically, I'll just put a screenshot of it up here so you can see the bottom there, you know, have those bullet drop compensators in MOA. Now I find this very, very handy to use because, you know, when you're shooting, like if you sight the rifle in at 50 yards, then if you're on 9-power magnification, I find usually about 4 MOA down, you're pretty much right on at 100. So, you know, when you're actually out shooting in the field and, you know, you don't have time to be using like a custom dial system, you know, when you're actually out hunting, you know, you need something with a very, very quick reference point, and I find that these sort of bullet drop compensators are perfect for that, because depending on what ammo you're using and where you've got your rifle sighted into, you can easily, through you know, just experience and use, work out where that bullet drop is at those different distances. So it's a really, really good upgrade, this scope. Fairly cheap. Look, because of the weak Aussie dollar, it has gone up to about $480 for the scope, but in general, a really great scope. I've got 4 of these now on my rimfires. I end up selling one with another rimfire I had, but just great scopes, and that's why I buy them. So I definitely recommend one of them for your Ruger American Rimfire. Now, I've gone a step further. I didn't want, you know, the plastic covers, so I've got the Leupold aluminium covers here. So the set of them is about $225 here in Australia. Yeah, you don't have to have them, but I just wanted something out in the field where I'm not trying to put, you know, a normal scope cover on. I just want to be able to fold these down and obviously protect the lenses there. So that's my upgrade optics wise. Now let's have a look at what else I've got here. So I've decided to get myself one of the clear Ruger 10-round rotary magazines. Why I really like this for the Ruger American Rimfire is because, you know, when you're out in the field, say for example, you're shooting rabbits or whatever it is, you know, sometimes you do lose your round count, and it's great to be able to just pull this out and clearly see how many rounds you've got left. Here in Australia, you're going to be looking at about $79 for one of them, but a really great upgrade in my view. Now, one of the biggest things that's been upgraded on this rifle is the trigger here. Now, this trigger is a Timney trigger, so it's a really nice upgrade. I found the original Ruger American Rimfire trigger, you know, acceptable. It wasn't too bad, but I just wanted something just that step up. So if you want to go a step up, you know, they're about $300 here in Australia. They're not, you know, exactly cheap, but if you want pretty much the ultimate upgrade to your Ruger American Rimfire trigger, then that's it in my view. So you can adjust that, you know, down to as low as 1.5 pounds. I've got this one just on 2 pounds. I mean, I like a 2 pound trigger. With the rimfires, I just find it's just that nice sweet spot personally. Okay, now the last thing I've upgraded here is just the sling, okay? I've had this sling for years. It's just one of the cheap Blackhawk rubberized slings. Very comfortable out in the field, and honestly guys, I don't even think they make these anymore. You know, I paid, I think it was like about 20 bucks or something for this. It was virtually just so cheap, and I thought, oh, I'll just give it a go. But it's just been one of the best slings, you know, for the Ruger American Rimfire. Just comfortable and you know, easy to use in the field. So yeah, that's the upgrades there. If you want to take your Ruger American Rimfire, you know, up a notch, there's various upgrades there that you can do to it that just make it a really fun platform in general. So let's just get out on the farm now, have a little bit of plinking fun with this rifle, and just show you how these upgrades are in the field. All right, so unfortunately we got real world conditions here with regards to the wind. We got a few gusts happening, but we'll just see how we go. We've got a target out there at 50. I'm going to shoot 10 rounds of the SK high velocity. Now, unfortunately, they don't make this anymore, and I found that the Ruger American really loves it. So I've probably only got about 500 rounds of this left. So if you guys have an alternate 22 ammo that your Ruger American Rimfire loves, please let us know in the comments below, because I'm going to have a look at you know, getting a different ammo once the rest of this runs out. So anyhow, let's put 10 rounds through, just see how we go. Okay, so first shot actually went high, and I could hear it when firing. It just sounded like it had a little bit more charge in it. And then we had one of the shots there, sounded like it had a little bit less charge in, which, you know, look, I found that with different rimfire ammo from time to time, especially as it gets a little bit of age on it, which this SK ammo has. So we've got 8 of the shots though into a nice half-inch group there at 50. So, you know, honestly, what more could you possibly want? Yeah, a couple of little flyers there, but still, if that was a, you know, rabbit's head, then yeah, you're easily going to make a humane kill. And that's what I find great about this rifle. For what its value is, it just shoots fantastically. Well, it's just a heap of fun shooting with the Ruger American Rimfire. Now guys, I've had no issues with mine. You know, I know there's other people out there who seem to have had some issues with theirs. Yeah, you get what you pay for, let's be honest. You know, it's a cheap entry-level firearm, but for what it is, I mean, as you can see, you know, in the real world conditions, it still shoots MOA of rabbit, so to speak, and there's some really great upgrades that you can put on it to really customize it to your liking. So hope you enjoyed this video, a little bit different to what I normally do, but I just thought I'd share something with you that I've had long term, and this is one of those rifles. So if you do enjoy watching it, please give it the thumbs up, and we'll probably look at a few other platforms in the future.